This is the bubbling part of the big shit. Turn it up now, party level. Travis Will and something. Tune up a beat. Tune up a play. Watch it. Jesus Christ. Fresh like a bit like people does. Pretend like I was see you feel like that. Then I never surround me like that. It's like when you don't make it. This summer, when I bleed, get the trouble. See, that's already going to be trouble. And take the world world. Who's pretty or who's pretty or salty. Can we play a tune for you and your whole team, eh? Are they cute? Look how we play a tune for you and your whole team. She want gangsta, me say that's me. None of them boy don't wanna down me. Fuck them, get in the car back seat. Listen me. I love friends, cause them give me whatever I need. If you not fuck me, come in and feed. All of my style, them very unique. They tell once when I do one man seat. So she want lobster, so she want wings. So she want gangsta, me say. You notice how this mix going? Why don't you know the biggest? Take it with time. And they only feel out everything. Only notice that.
Hello, what going on? What going on? What going on? Well, I'm not pressing the like. Well, I'm not pressing the like button. So let's not pressing the like button. All right.
Shout out to everyone who's listening to this mixtape right now. Once you're listening to this mixtape, big up yourself. This is what we want. Tune it up loud. Party level. Very rich level though. Turn it up loud. Travis Will and Salty. Watch it. Salty. Travis Will.
Hey! Some all you need it. 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 Who need it? 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 One skin, one skin. Who need it? Sakira, good night. Good night. That is how it does. That is how it does start the conversation. Good night. Eh? It's good night. It's not. There's not 9 p.m. Good night. That's how it does start. Good night. Manners. Manners and respect. That's how it does start. Good night. Yeah, I'm telling you.
People from all over. People from Guyana, Trinidad, St. Lucia, Jamaica, St. Kitts. Boy, people from all over that's been tuning.
People from all over that's really be tuning in. People from all over that's really be tuning. Big up Guyana, big up Grenada, big up Barbados. Big up Barbados. The fan base we have in Barbados is one of the biggest fan bases ever, you know, boy. Like, I doesn't even believe that we have such a big fan base in Barbados. Big up Twin on them every single time. Them fellas I was be trading boat rides out, you know. That to show you how big we just be now, boy. Once you're pushing yourself and you're elevating yourself, to show you how far you could reach now, boy. Big up Twin on them. Twin on them have our next boat ride in Barbados coming up. They have our next boat ride in Grenada coming up. Look Guyana on the inside, no, you see what I be showing all there? He says we showing all there. It's just I love, boys. I love every single time. I hope everybody in Guyana, everybody in Barbados buy up all the tickets for the Twin on them boat ride. Don't stick on that. Don't stick on that. Visa worldwide. Visa worldwide. Big up Jamaica.
Love and appreciate for them.
There's only one of me, you know. There's only one of me. Well, they say them likes have to reach 200 before the live start. They say them likes have to reach 200 before the live start. That's what they say. Big up St. Lucia. Big up St. Lucia. Just so by Kelly, boy. Boy. Good night. Big man thing. Big man thing. They say that to postpone the brunch. That to postpone the brunch because of the inclement weather. Safety first and everything now, boy. So they say they're going on drop more information soon.
Making sure you touch everything. The best part of this mix. We're ready to wild out yet, you know. Just making sure everybody comfortable.
I big up to Big every single time. Hey. What up? Welcome to our next DAPPA Talks live. You understand? We 2 weeks away from the live show. 2 weeks away from the live show. I'm very excited. Like I'm very excited. And Shells, take your flecking time with me. Take your flecking time with me, right? Shells, take your flecking time with me. If you want these stories to start now, start to read your own stories. You know what I'm telling you? Better read your bedtime story. But let me start with that now. Let me start with our bedtime story now, so you can go in your bed. I could do that. I could start with that. A bedtime story. Let me know, you know. Since you feel like you're coming here to rush somebody now, let me know if it's a bedtime story you want now. Because I could fix that, you know. I could fix that for you, you know. I could fix a bedtime story for you, you know. Oh. Alright now, boy. As I was saying, live show June the 21st, right? It's late birds now. It's late birds now. So get late bird tickets on Island E. Ladies 150, fellas 175. If you don't have $150, you probably shouldn't even be trying to be outside right now. If you don't have $150, you probably shouldn't even be trying to be outside right now. Outside is not for you if you don't have $150 in your pocket. Soon and very soon we're going to drop the information for the after party. And it's after dark. So, well, let's see that information. Let's know if you're telling yourself, boy, can't make that live show. Parties for the ladies. So, fellas, that's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. Artwork good job. I don't know, they just had to move with the movement. Or they just had to move with the movement. That is all I would say. 21st of June. I'm not promoting nobody else thing. And I've been real. Right? Everybody just love and support we. Love and support all the same way. You understand what I'm showing all there? Not promoting nobody else thing up until the live show. Twin and them is my dogs. I'll always promote them stuff. Porky, always. Nobody else. Everybody do all that thing now, boy. Do all that thing. Right? So let me get into this thing. Let me get this bigger. That's what she said. And let me see how we could line properly here tonight now, boy. Let me see how we could line properly here tonight now, boy. I don't know how the line going on go. Right? Let me see. I feel like I did do 10. Right, nice. Nice. I feel like I skipped this. I must see. Right, I read that. I think I read that too. And I read nothing about no school. So for every time I see school, and for every time I see school thing and schoolers and me. I feel we could start here. Right? 24th of April. I feel we could start on the 24th of April. Let me go now, man. So, caller number 1. So this person's is how you found out you were getting horn. Right? Good night, Dappa. So, I had a crush on a man, but I only used to see him where I work in. My boss realized I like him. So one day, my boss told the man that I liked him, and then things started to work out as, you know, we exchanged numbers, started talk, stuff like that. And after about 3 months, we get together. Fast forward a couple months later, I in his car, but I went to get something and I watching in the rearview mirror. He went to get something, you mean? You sitting down in the car and he went to get something, and you're watching in the rearview mirror how he talking to a woman. Alright, and I done preparing in my mind to ask him, who is she? When he come back in the car, I ask him. He telling me that is his ex. Now, him and his ex had gotten pregnant when they were together, but unfortunately, the child didn't make it, and apparently that caused them to break up. And I knew this before. This wasn't new to me. But still never take it on because a little high and by don't matter to me. Fast forward again. About a month later, I went to pick up my brother from his after school lessons, and I seen my man car park up by a house. Obviously, I know my man don't live there. So I take a picture of his car parked on the outside of the house and sent it to him with 2 question marks. He replied 3 hours later saying, my dog's not giving me a rest at all, Gil. So he lied about the dogs. That's one of the dogs. Yeah. Gil, nah, I buy my dogs them day, Gil. Yeah, we are lying day. You know what else school, Gil? I rest down my phone, they didn't even realize, but first the line just going, Gil. Really? Sorry, I'm not getting a chance to reply now, but yeah, I buy my dog them day. So I was like, okay. Dappa, tell me why, for some reason, anytime I going to pick up my brother, he can buy that house. But I ain't asked him nothing. Then I realized one of my male friends living in the house opposite to that house. You know, realize that? Alright. I messaged my friend and asking him, well, who live in there? Because, you know, it's the man to tell me, well, we already put 2 and 2 together. We already put 2 and 2 together, that is the ex house. We already put 2 and 2 together, but let me see what you going to do when you put 2 and 2 together. So, I wait till I was with him in the car and tell him how I wanted to tell him something from the gas station. And as soon as he leave, I went through that phone. This man was holding me from since the day them saw each other. You know what's the funny thing about that one? That man probably wasn't holding she before he see ex in her. Like, now, don't get me wrong, though I'm not going to make this feel like it's right or nothing like that, right? I'm not going to say anything right or anything like that. But just the fact that he see his ex randomly in a gas station randomly, and all our emotions just come back rushing to how they leave it off. You know, the only reason they break up is because, you know, she lose the child and they probably couldn't work it out through her losing the child and anything. So, seeing she now is like, get it good. You know what they say, old fire stick is to catch? Literally. CEX, and it's literally a conversation, a girl, know what I mean, you're good. Nah, I know we ain't talk since the whole scene and everything. Yeah, I have a new girl now, but I'm just making sure you're good now. Send my message when you reach home. Boom! That little send message is always going on and kick back up now. Yeah, love at first sight again. Just especially if he check in with she, like when I say check in, like he actually, nah, that's why I'm making sure you're good now. I know we not in that place no more, but she know, she feelings talking now, boy. She feelings saying, he still care about my thing. I know she don't care about your new gal. You know, the last person she care about is your new gal. I sure that. You know this man who wanted me from since the day they saw each other and I watching them in the rearview mirror. When he come back, I tell him how I would drive and he say, alright. I acted normal as if I don't know anything. And when we almost reach by me, I ask him, who house it is again? And as soon as he lie, I back his car straight up into the gate. Domestics. Hey, I'm telling you. Domestics. Don't make it seem like there's a cool thing going on. Boy, what madness are this we doing out here, boy? What madness are this we doing out here, boy? And you know, funny enough, a man like me, I gonna take that, like, I gotta take it. I go have to take it, like, because she going on the Timby. So she said, well, and he started quarrel with me and thing, and I telling him how I went through his phone and saw everything that was happening. He hush and tried to apologize and even cried for me to take him back. And I did not. I just never understand, I will never understand the cry when a man get catch. I'll never understand that. You doing the world of madness. And when you get catch, you're crying. I hope all the women know that cry is literally how to put that, boy? A mechanism. It's manipulation for sure. For you to feel sorry for them and feel like if they sorry, that cry thing is heights, you know. That cry thing is heights. What are you crying for? Us having this debate in terms of what is happy tears, right? And I personally don't believe in happy tears, right? I don't believe that there's such a thing as happy tears. That is me personally. I feel like anytime you're crying is an emotion, not so much negative emotion, but is a release of some form of negativity or some form of grief or overcoming and them kind of thing. That is tears, like you went through so much and you're crying. To be crying after being found out that you was horning is the funniest thing I ever see, boy. Look, I know a virgin. When the girl find out, but it's hug up on ball long place, boy. Hug up on and he does he does win with it. I want to kill me. Yeah, the man doesn't win with, like, they just believe him. That cry and hug up. Oh God, baby, no, sorry, I will never do it again. It's hug and cry. Well, you just now calling people name and thing, but I ain't say her name yet. But I feel her coming back. I feel her coming back just now. But leave all with some music. Give me 2 seconds.
This is the early part of the mix, don't worry. Team boy, gonna pick up on yourself, boy. Let's go the top loaded. Yeah.
But let's still call her names, boy. Wait. Yeah. Hey. Begging on your knees is crazy freaking work, eh? Begging on your knees is crazy work, boy, dog, boy. Begging on your knees. Begging on your knees is nah, boy. Nah. But who named themselves Grandpa Dappa, boy? Who name yourself Grandpa Dappa, boy? What kind of shit for this all they get on it, boy? I want you a little closer to me. I want you a little... Yeah, that's now. Alright, nice. Right, next caller. How you found out you were getting on? So, my girlfriend invited me to her birthday lime. And later that day, my man at the time called me and said we go in a party that same night. So, I canceled with my friends, not knowing that the two events is the same. I get ready to go out with my man, and he called and tell me that he have to cancel, that something come up. I stay home because, I already canceled on my friends, and after 11 p.m. that night, my phone ringing off. Mind you, I done sleeping. When I answered, is my same girlfriend telling me how my man in the party with our next girl. One time, I call our driver, slap on her jeans and jersey, a proper bra with 2 knives, and go along in that party. When we reach, the place was packed. So I tell the driver, just park to the bottom of the hill. I'm coming back now. I ain't staying long. Now, my intentions was for him just to see me and walk away, right? That is it. But that is not how this story going to end. When I reach, I see inside this car, so I asking around for him. Nobody in that party know who I talking about. So I was like, if everybody trying to be dumb, I go be dumber. I take out the knife now and start keying his... Nah. Ole overdoing it. Ole overdoing it. I take out the knife now and started keying his vehicle, and he run out shouting, "Girl, what you doing?" I turn and say, "Come, let me talk." Dog, you know the funny thing about that? I could imagine how she cut in that flick. To the point where she pull up in that party, right? Like, she pull up in the party. You see John? You see John? Girl, who's John? I never know. You see John? And she must be asking people who she know familiar with she man, eh? And everybody telling she, "Girl, me don't know no John. Who's John?" Da, 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 da. Nobody don't know no John. Nobody don't know no John. Alright. And a man run and say, Dog. Look at girl outside, key in your car, dog. You going on a run out there? Oh, girl, what you doing? Come. She must see it a bit calm too, eh? Come. Let me talk. Let me talk. Sadis wasn't having that. He come up in my face asking me why doing here and start to point up his finger in my face and point up his finger in my girl face telling she that she like bacchanal and where call she here and tell she what a girl here for. So I was like, but what if... And I slap him and proceeded to pelt stab like I going mad. This happening in Trinidad, boy. This domestic's happening in Trinidad, boy. I mean, see this for them YOB. He ain't even lash me back or anything. He was just trying to get me to keep calm. The girl that he went the party with, apparently, she tried to rush me because homegirl telling she... Or because homegirl telling she defending she ma... Woman so dumb, eh? Woman so dog. You see a girl Brace the man you was liming with in our party. Knife in hand and thing. You still feel you need to defend your man? Girl, go home, man. Girl, go home. Go home. Right? Even if that man is a drop, find your way home, sister. Find your way home. Like, what you going to do there? Worse yet, you seeing this man literally taking assault. He is taking assault. The girl say he not fighting back. You going and try to jump in a mix? You feel she not going to start? Oh, me like she tell herself she defending she man. She tried to rush me and I just throw a drink in she face and hawk and spoon. Jeez. She run down the hill and jump in her car and drive off. Homeboy got a couple of stab wounds. Days later, police came by my job saying that they have a warrant for my arrest. When I watched the paper, it was Sister Gail who went and make a report. But I confused. How she know I working? You know somebody tell she everything? So I call him cussing and carrying on. And he asked to see me that same night. Told me that he would explain everything. When he came, there was no talking. He just started kissing on me and proceeded to suck my... I know all of us see these things in movies and feel like this is some kind of form of love that all they need to experience, but I would urge all your fellas and young ladies, please, this is not, leave that for TV. That is just for TV. We jam, he knock out, and that was my chance to go in his phone. Oh, Gom, why you still going in the phone? The man is done at... Oh, Gom. Hey. We jam, he knock out, and that was my chance to go in his phone. When I did, I went to this chat with the same girl, and she's telling him for 4 years... Also, she was really trying to defend she man. So she was really trying to defend she man? Nah. She go on in the man chat. And see the girl who he was in the party with letting him know 4 years we together. Who's this girl at Bacchanal you? And his response was, those are the she crazy. I was like, what the fleck? 4 years? You know when he and she making 4 years, me and he making 2 years? So you is the side girl. Nah. That man tell himself he was going to a little party with his sideburn. That man tell himself he was going to a party with his side girl to begin with. He girl come and say, baby, let's have this party thing, I want to go. Let we go now. So he had to come and tell you now something come up because he can't tell he girl no. He could tell you no. He could tell you no, but he can't tell he real girl no. No, nah. I go to say I hope they lock you up, but you don't deserve no lock up day. You don't deserve no lock up day. You don't deserve no lock up day. The girl was really defending she man, and that little restraining order or whatever warrant you have out for your day, it warranted. But your man go bail you out. Your man of 2 years will bail you out. Next caller. How you found out you will get This is the third caller for the night, and this is the third how you found out you were getting horn. I am mad at it. Let we go. Good night, Dappa and viewers. 659 of us. Going to get straight into it. My husband and I have been married for 6 years. Together for 5. My husband and I have been married for 6 years and together for 5. Oh, 11 years. That's what I mean. Because I didn't catch that. So this situation happened last year. One day, I came home from work very early. I had asked my supervisor to leave work because I wasn't feeling too well. And when I got home, I saw my husband home, which was a little strange because he doesn't usually come home from work early. I also saw my best friend's car in the driveway. This was strange because my husband didn't call to let me know that he was home early. And my best friend never messaged or called to say that she was coming over. Upon reaching inside, I saw my husband and my best friend in the kitchen laughing. So I thinking to myself, what they could be laughing at, how long could they have been home alone without my knowing, and how often has this been happening? While walking in and seeing them laughing, my best friend spotted me and ran up and gave me a hug. She didn't move strange, her energy wasn't off, and she was moving most normal. Them is the greatest deceptors. Them is your best friend is a Decepticon. She mentioned that she was in the area and just decided to stop by and saw my husband's car in the driveway, so she just stopped to say hi. Kinda thought it was weird, and that is a great question for discussion. Somebody sent me that in my DMs there. What is your thoughts on your best friend stopping by your house unannounced? You know home, but your significant other home. So they're chilling with your significant other till you reach home if you're comfortable with that. Somebody frame up that question for me. So she was just in the area, she see the husband car and decided to stop by. You know? Cool. I thought it was weird. And also, why are you suddenly in my area? So all of that's real. No, but was the scene right? I will touch on that after. Let me finish the story. So I wondering why you suddenly in my area. She doesn't have any family or friends in my area, so I thought it was really strange. She moved very calm, very normal. Eventually, we went from the kitchen to the living room and had a small line, just the 3 of us. I didn't mention it to my husband. I just sat, watch, observe. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary, but at the back of my mind, I thinking to myself, I wonder how long they really been home alone without my knowledge. How often this really happening? Couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. About a week after that, my husband told me that he needed to work late, which again was weird because he's work from 7 to 4 and he working in office. Now there's half times where he does work on a project that has required him to really work a little late, but it's never often. I tell him, okay, no problem. Didn't bring up anything. I watched, and observed. You could real watch and observe, boy. You could real watch and observe. I know plenty of women crashing out for less. I know plenty of women crashing out for less. How much watch and observe you going on watch and observe? The way you just sitting down and watching everything take place is probably one of the reasons why them cutting the flick. Because they know you just watch and observe. Them probably functioning on the low for so long because they know you're an observer. They know them know you not gonna do nothing. Them know you're an observer. You just like to talk with your eyes. I said nothing. I didn't bring up anything. I watched and observed. After that, I noticed that he would work late 2 to 3 days out of the week. Around that time, I would also call my best friend to find out what she was up to. And guess what? She would also be working late or had just came home around the same time as well. Couldn't shake the feeling. Something off. And then my gut feeling never led me wrong. So one evening after work, my husband told me that he was working late again. So I leave work early to go and spy on him. I had shown up by his office and decided that I'm going to do 2 things. One, I'm going to sit and wait to see if he's actually working late, or if he's not working and lying to me, I'll follow him. Turns out, he's not working late. He left work 4 p.m. and picked up my best friend, and they stayed at our guest house for a couple hours. He dropped her home and then he came home at 10 p.m. Dog, something wrong with you? Like I just said, something is wrong with you. You have real observe in you. Dog, your husband pull up our guest house. Your husband lied to you about your husband lied to you about working late. On top of that, you see him picking up your best friend. On top of that, you follow him to a double palm. You reach the double palm and you still ain't crash out yet. You still watching and observing. He came home at 10 p.m. Yes, I did follow him and he didn't notice me. My FBI mode was on. We both came home the same time. Earlier, I told him that I went to see my parents as he was working late. So he didn't find it strange when we got home at the same time. I had confirmed my suspicion that day, so I had a plan for the next week. For the next week? You hold that information in for a whole week still? You're good, Gil. You're good. Now, my husband is highly allergic to egg, nuts, and no, don't poison the man. Don't do the man. I mean, what you about to do? Valid, but don't do the man that now. Don't do the man that now. Please, don't do the man that now. My husband is on a strict diet because of his allergies. I don't cook certain things or buy certain things in the grocery because I know how severe his allergies are. Monday morning, bright and early, he telling me he going to work late. I had took Monday off to put my plan into action. Shortly after he left, I went to the grocery, buy some ingredients to make a cake and icing from scratch. I also picked up some things to make a small seafood boil. I spent the whole morning baking a double chocolate cake and a seafood boil. After I was finished, I made sure to scrub that kitchen so clean that the scent or smell wasn't even a trace. Shortly after I was finished, I called my best friend and asked her if I could stop by and drop some lunch for her. Around 2 p.m., I dropped off the cake and the seafood boil that I made. She told me that she was so excited that she didn't walk with any lunch today. We sat and chatted for a bit and then you have real head. You have real head to be cutting this flick. You are real head to be cutting this flick. So militantly knowing what's going on. Like your get back. I rate it. I rate how dedicated you are to your get back. And I like how your get back is not just to go and bull. I like how your get back is not just to go and bull. I rate that. So we chat for a bit, and then I went home. Later on that day, yeah, no, oh, I cut the flick. Later on that day, I got a call from the hospital stating that my husband was rushed to the hospital for a severe allergic reaction and that I should come to the hospital immediately. I took my time to get there. I didn't rush. Once I reached the hospital, I told the nurses that I was there to see my husband and they directed me to emergency. Stood there next to him. Didn't speak until the doctor came in to question me. And they asked me a couple of questions because my husband could have died. The doctor asked me if I cooked anything or made anything with egg or seafood. I said, Doc, I am aware of my husband's allergies, you know. I ain't cooked nothing for him of the sort. For him. I know of his allergies, and I know how detrimental it could be for him. He's on a strict diet, Doc. I explained that I was off today, and the only thing I did was bake a cake and make seafood boil for my best friend. I took it to her job, and we had lunch and dessert together. However, I didn't eat the seafood boil or cake. I made it for her, so I'm not sure how he could have gotten an allergic reaction. Not sure how something like this could have happened. When I turned and looked at him, I saw my husband's swollen face turn white. I saw the horror on his face. He was in so much shock. I could tell that he thought I didn't know that him and my best friend were sleeping around. The doctor also paused, and the doctor insisted that they keep him overnight for observation. I guess they thought that I would have finished him off at home. When I was leaving, I saw my best friend walking in. That best friend have a real belly. That best friend have belly. That best friend have belly. I stopped her and told her, I'm surprised you didn't know that he was allergic to egg and shrimp. Maybe you should have brushed your teeth before you fuck him. I smiled and walked away, her face in shock. After that, my best friend and I never spoke again, and my husband stopped seeing her. My husband and I never talked about this. You stay with him? So you stay with him? Look at this. My address all you know. My address all you know. My address all you know. Yes, it have people who does do this exact same storytelling thing, right? Hey, take all the freaking time, boy. Take all the time, boy. Yes, it have people who does do the same storytelling thing. Yes, it have people who will tell me the same story. They will tell our next content creator or storyteller or whatever, right? Yes. Whether it fake, whether it real, whether it... Matter of fact, like the flicking life. Let's tell them about what fake and what real and what thing and what thing and what thing and all in a pressing that like button. And all in a pressing that like button. No, they come and they tell me I start nonsense and it's 730 all inside of here and my likes is 365. That all they're doing inside of here. They tell me about what real and what fake. They tell me about what real and what fake, but it's all the fake, boy. Like the live. That is all they have to do. That's all I have to do. And dog, furthermore, stop spoiling stories for other people, dog. If all they watch a TikTok, that don't mean everybody watches the same TikTok. Dog, all they just act like so much I never see come see. It don't get annoying. If you see a TikTok, that don't mean Medina see the same TikTok. That mean Shaquan see the same TikTok. Kelly, you watch all the TikTok in the world? No. No, you ain't see all the TikTok in the world. Huh? Relax. Okay, I know. Look at how much people, and that's the next thing too. It's not 10, 20 people in the live. You know? It's 700 and something are we inside out here. Oh, go relax now. Let people enjoy the little story that they never hear before. If it real, it real. If it fake, it fake. We lying, boy. It have more stories to come, you know. It have more stories to come, you know. Kelly. Kelly's my dog, you know. So I meet Kelly already. You know. But stop Kelly and fits alright. Cool peoples. They say Kelly was watching and observing. You know. They say Kelly was watching and observing. Kelly sick. Wait. I look the Kelly girl. Awesome just now. Just now. I think for that, Kelly, just now. Just now, Kelly.
Can we use this?
Yeah. We need. We need. we need. I'll get Robert's girl. What the fuck? Okay, that fleck up thing. I left Sophie like that fleck up man, boy, dog, boy. Yo, boy. A little and juice, girl. A little Panadol. You know. That's a good fella, boy. I don't take them thing, but you know that, boy. You know. What's your the ultra? Is that ultra? Is that ultra, you want it? It's all try, I'll try. Hey. Next caller. Tell a story about a good for nothing man / woman. Good night, Dappa. So, this happened this week, self. This week, the 4th or the 24th. So, this happened this week, self. So, me and this boy was talking to get together. Let me call him Reggie. Oh, Reggie. So, me and Reggie talking for a while now. We used to go out, you know, late night drives. We'll go for drinks. And he's always pay. If I pay, it's because he was short and I didn't really mind. So he knew that. Oh God, powerful stuff, please. If I pay, it's because he's short and I didn't mind. So he knew that I now come out of a 3-year toxic relationship and I wasn't really ready to be in a serious relationship as yet. So at night I decided I'll give him a play. That play was not really good because his piggy small. That play was not good because his piggy small. But I say small thing. I go just have to deal with that. Big up you, girl. So when we did it, I realized that I wasn't really ready to sleep with anyone yet. And I told him. At first he was vexed and he locked me off for a week. So at night now, I walk up by the shop and I saw him. We talked and he dropped me home and told me that we will talk on the phone. We talked and decided that we will go for a late night drive. I was like, okay. Because we really went nowhere in a while. Didn't see him and I missing him. So before I leave home, I told him, we're not having sex because I'm still not ready. He said, alright, cool. Came for me. We went for ice cream and some gyro. That is a wicked combo. That is a wicked combo. Ice cream and gyro. All your belly going on be walking. And we went by the beach to late night drives to by the beach is for bowling. I don't know who keep filling all your brain with this going on the beach to sit down and just go for a drive. Anytime a man is using his gas to reach Chagaramas, Maracas, any of those far ends where the water's crashing, he trying to crash inside of you. But alright. So we by the beach now, we lying, we talking, and he started to get touchy. So I say, Reggie, we not doing that tonight. Well, Dappa, when I tell you this man get vexed and start to hold my neck and say I not leaving here until he Big R? Reggie stands for Big R? Reggie say he's leaving here with something? Nah. Reggie say I not leaving here until he gets some of my nice things. I say no, and I was ready to catch a car and go home. He locked the door and decided to come over on my side. Mind you, he's a thick guy, and I'm not small, but he's bigger than me. So I started to get scared one time. He touching me up and kissing me up and start putting his hands in my pants. Well, Dappa, God send that officer to pass because I don't know what would have happened. He dropped me home and tell me we go finish tomorrow. Well, Dappa, I block and delete that number. We ain't talk since. That's not a good for nothing man, Miss Lady. That is a criminal that deserves to be in jail. That is not a good for nothing man. Good for nothing man is when you talk about men who does lie to you, who probably will tell you that you have a girl who's a little miser. This is a criminal SVU. He needs to be in jail. You telling me you owe the only reason? It's really good, dog. Sometimes it's really hard to wonder how mysterious God does really work. And it does really be in some real mad situations that you doesn't even realize that God sent an angel to say, hey, send that policeman to pass there now. Don't let that young lady go through that. This alone going to be she lesson. What you doing there? Ladies, if you're agreeing to go Maracas, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 in the morning, if you're agreeing to go Chagaramas, these fellas are not to be trusted when you say you're not going there to bull. All of us feel as though, hey, I could just tell him I not on that. If he try, no. Them fellas not leaving the house to hear no when all you quiet up there. Hey, organize all your mental. Do better. I had 2 real banging episodes going on drop Sunday and Sunday. One is a sexual education episode with a literal sexual education specialist. That episode going to be so much fun. Like I can't wait for all to see that episode. Like we had so much fun learning, and it's madness. That episode, I actually want all to like sit down and take in the episode and learn. We talk about lube. We talk about how to open condoms, how to use it, them kind of thing. Hey, like this Sunday. And next Sunday, women all they need to hold all themselves accountable. All they need to hold all themselves accountable for these nasty, stinking, dirty fellas. I don't want it to feel like I'm saying that and overlooking the fact that it's really the shepherd men and them that causing this. Right? I know the men them is shit. We know the men them is shit. But hold all yourself accountable for the decisions or you're making though. Right? Kelly, we go talk now. We go talk. we go talk. We go talk. We go talk. Don't feel I don't want nothing. We go talk. Worst first jam experience. Next caller. We lie, man. Next caller. Shoot a message and find out what taking place now. Let me see how long we go. If we lie, man. If it off. We lie, man. Either one. Shoot a message and find out what taking place. If it off. If it on, they go how to understand. But right. A man calling me Daddy Dappa. Fire. A man now type Daddy Dappa. Nah, we don't deal up in them thing, boy. We don't deal up in them thing, boy, Virgin, boy. Hey, Virgin, we don't deal up in them kind of business, you know. You don't deal up in them kind of business, you know. There's not them kind of folly thing, you know. No, boy, dog, boy. Hey. Burn that, boy. Deal with that. Deal with that. Alright, next caller. Oh shit, we're in Pride Month. My bad. Hey, what's shopping? This is that way. A man boy, he what he peeing Dappa. Hey, yo. Hey, chill. Hey. It's that boy. Worst first jam. Or shorties a gal. Or there's a man put your yard there, boy. Dog. Deal with your profile picture. I go in based off how I see and I not on that. If it's a girl no scene, but I not playing them games, partner. Next caller. Worst first jam experience. Boom. So you calling this man Randy. Oh, Randy. Anyways, Dappa, me and Randy together for a good while now. You know that is my whole man. But like in the start of the relationship, Randy told me that he was a virgin. To be honest, I love my freaks, eh? So a grown 27-year-old man telling me he's a virgin was kinda, you know, but I say cool, whatever. I could teach him and make him into a freak. So me and Randy together for 9 months now, and I never see his penis before. I go to say something real off, boy. Me and Randy together for 9 months now and I never see his penis before. Like he does always hide it and never let me touch it, which I find weird. That's alright, normal. On our 9 months now, Randy decide, yeah, time for we to jam. So I say, yeah, because I excited, this my man, and anyways, we start the thing now. I don't know how this man don't know how to finger. He start to flick my lip and you are telling me that this man is that it have no way. Randy, no. You telling me instead of Randy getting you the little thing, instead of Randy hitting you flicking bokey, somebody say Randy literally flicking the bean. Nah. He gonna look to flick my lip and look to watch me and ask me if it feeling good. I say, you sure, boy? Anyways, I move his hands and look to give him some heads, right? I was disappointed. I kid you not. A pencil bigger than that. The thing skinny and short, and I'm a big girl. What are going to do me? Anyways, mid-head, I start to smell something weird, and my mouth start to feel weird and warm. Tell me why. I go look to open my mouth, and you know it's PD man. Nah. It have no way. It have no way. You get a man head and he pee in your mouth? Yes, he's a virgin. Cool. 27 years on this earth, and even though you ain't cut no flicks, you know what is normal flicks. Randy have to be an alien. Randy have to be watching TV and telling himself he in a Diddy party. It have no way Randy thought that this was a normal thing to do. It have no way Randy thought, dog, what? Dog, when she say warm sensation, I thought the man just break, you know. You feeling a warm sensation in your mouth. Open your dog, what, boy? Is pee this man pee in my mouth. This man just started piss in my mouth. You know, this fucker go watch me and ask me if I like that. Dog, I get so mad. I take my shit and left his house, and he started crying. Grown man crying. That's what you studying. I'm no piss in your mouth. Like domestics. Anyways, he apologized and I decided to try again. Oh, as always say, women just have to see a red flag blood red before they even decide to leave. You is one of them examples. Try again with what? That man know with you are R. Kelly, and you are about to try again. Anyways, he apologized and I decided to try again. Who tell me to do that? The man have me in a backers and push it in. And I hearing the man moaning and groaning, and I just bored. Well, Dappa, I just wanted to done now. Who tell me to give him a next chance? Anyways, after that horrible event of a jam, a few weeks later, I noticed some bumps on my vagina. I was like, went to the gynecologist now, and hearing that Randy give me herpes. How a virgin could give me herpes? It is. That's crazy. Somebody said Randy was in ripping form. Hey, nah, boy. Dog, that story is so out of hand. That story is so out of hand. There's have no way I could have predict that story was going to go that way. That story real out of hand, boy, dog, boy. Nah.
You can't unfortunate for Randy too. Me cut no flick and I get herpes. A real bag of people.
Yeah, but the same men as get herpes, I'm saying, I'm on toilet seat and... No, he really could have get from whatever circumstance and give it. He could really still be a virgin and all of that. It just
Kiss. All that.
yeah, we kiss and all them kind of thing too. It just weird now, boy. But you telling yourself, the guys never understand women. What woman? You know what's be funny? The men, not really men, but girls. Oh, okay. The situations that I would think you all would give that fresh punch in there.
No, let them get empty from it.
That
Don't let them get empty. You gotta be full.
oh, I blind. Looking at the angle. Yeah. Now, the things that women does decide to give men. Who signing as Dr. Keith Rowley, boy? The things that women does decide to give men second chances on does blow my mind, boy, dog, boy. And dog, it is really blow my mind. When a man, you know, just the first job experience wasn't really that good, or let's be cool, so now this and that and it. This man pee in your mouth and he get a second chance, boy. The man who break fast and break too quick, he not getting a second chance, you know. But men could pee in all them out and them men get Rolly go from here now, boy.
You know, time come time, you know.
Next caller.
I think you have chocolate. It's a whole bag of chocolate.
Yeah, the rest of stuff there.
Oh.
Next caller. Big up Jamaica one time. Big up Grenada. Big up Guyana. I think I see St. Lucia in the chat also. Big up St. Lucia. Like up the live. If you're from a different country and I didn't call your country, just drop a flag. If you're from a different country and I didn't call your country, just drop a flag. What? Big up London on the inside. Big up Antigua on the inside. What, boy?
Antigua.
Hey!
Antigua.
They say that's what Mali does we say, don't it? Big up. Big up all these sexy body girl them from Antigua with the best pussy girl them. Big up them girl them. Big up. That's what we talking about. International domestics. Big up Jamaica. Big up New York on the inside. What flag is that, boy? No, what flag? Puerto Rico. Now, let's just jump in random flags now. It's random flags that they're dropping now. Big up Trinidad every single time. Trinidad and Tobago every single time. Big up New York on the inside. Big up. Hey. Big up Antigua on the inside. You see who dropped that pride flag? You will get it. You see who now dropped that pride? We will get it. Right? Big up Grenada on the inside. Big up Antigua, big up Grenada. It's love. It's love. Out end up now, but we dropping flags. That's that butts come on the inside. That's that free Palestine on the inside now. Relax now. Well, you dog. YouTube have more butts than Instagram, no? Yeah, boy. I don't see this much butts on Instagram when I do in my life. YouTube have butts like that.
Instagram, like the meet some attempts to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get so much butts on my life. But big up all at the same time. It was amazing how I just find them songs, girl, on the lock. We did, I doing this live thing. I was trying to figure out when I started doing these lives. And I think it's like about a year now. Kelly, talk to that imitation Kelly Charles, please. The real Kelly. To the real Kelly. Talk to that imitation Kelly Charles, please, and let them know how we just function here. Yeah, Kelly, use my dog. talk to that imitation Kelly Charles, please. And let she know, take she flecking time with me. Right? Don't want to hear nothing. Let she take she... Keith. Stop calling my name now, boy, dog, boy. Stop calling my name now, boy, dog, boy. But yeah, big up all everybody from whatever country it is on the inside. Big up all there. Next caller. Tell a story about a good for nothing man / woman. Good night, Dappa. Story time. I was with a good for nothing man. Taking this back to September 2022, I was 19 at the time. So it had a sports day coming up in my village, and me and my cousin was taking part in the match pass. So happened, this person, we'll call him Peter. Oh, Peter. Peter was there. Saw me, approached me, and asking me who's my mother. Pulling real small and thing. Boom now, he asked for my number. I gave him it and we started talking every day. December the 14th come and we got together. You know how I hit my cousin the flick? My cousin let me know that Peter is her waist, and she knew because she was always living in that area and I now start living there. Me giving him the benefit of the doubt, say, whatever. He real sweet and thing too, eh? So yeah. February 2023 now, he telling me that he want me to come and live with him. Keep in mind, he living in his grandmother place, eh? Telling my cousin he seen and we laughing and thing. Stupid me will still go and give him the fuck. I mean, yeah, that is your man. I don't know you're stupid for that. I wasn't going by him, so all the times he would come. We still in February, yeah? End up in a serious talk. So I was like, where's your plan? How we moving from here? He telling me he don't know. Now that is done a red flag, eh? Because how you's 23 and don't know what you're going to do in this life. I brushed that off. However, we still bowling down the place and thing. Fast forward now we in April. Somehow, his cousin got my Instagram and messaged me. We started talking and he hitting me all the tea about Peter. So now I make a day for Peter to come over. He thinking we going on jam. That wasn't the plan. When he come, I put him to sit down and start asking him questions. So I was like, where you working? Mash, what the fuck? What the boy? You dealing a man from September to flecking April the next year, and you don't know where you working?
I love it.
Dog, these hoes. Sorry. I mean to. Sorry. These girls are must blow my mind, boy. How you know asking this man we working?
Nah, don't mind no business.
I was like, where working? He will look to tell me that he does hustle. So I say, well, where you used to work before that? He say, KFC. Well, why you stop working there? Girl, because I don't pay. Keep in mind, I don't know everything because me and the cousin, our cousin is a bowler man. Peter cousin is a bowler man.
Spread the news there.
Dog, that is crazy. You call and you pulling small to your cousin, girl, to let your cousin, dog, that is, you don't be on them kind of thing, eh? You don't be on them kind of thing, eh? But alright. But I don't know the scene, right? Because me and the cousin don't talk. The reason why is because he don't like when people correct him. Where have I asked he a couple more questions more, and he keep lying about it. So I let him know time for him to go home. Never tell him that I know the truth. 3 days pass, I never message he. Then he messaged me apologizing. Apologizing for what? Oh, he sorry, he lie and thing. I message him and let him know, well, you could start to build up your little place. And when I finish my course, I go help you and thing. Who tell me to say that? He start up and say, you just like your freaking mother. Only want people for the things. And me and my mother jamming for money. And my mother plays this and... Just so, boy? Just so, boy? I didn't even have time to argue. I block and delete that man one time. Now I working and making my money. He sending people in my chats to tell me that he's sorry and want me back. Look, something wrong with you a little bit. I just hope you know that. I know you tell this story to make it seem like, you know, something wrong with you, but something is also wrong with you. Somebody said there's a penal story, you know. Dog, they're real disrespectful, my dog, boy. You ain't gonna lie. A penal love story. I ain't even mad at that. I ain't even mad at that. That is real tears. She's still entertaining. Tell him message employment. Rowley say, Lord help this country. Hey, next caller. We live in next caller. We on the 25th of April. Wow. Tell us a story about your worst dating experience. Like up the live. I like how we live in tonight. We have a steady 720. A steady 720, like up the live. I like how we live in tonight. Keep me nice now. Keep it nice. One of these days we go hit back a little 1,000 on the YouTube and I go feel nice again. Like up the live. Tell us a story about your worst dating experience. Good night, Dappa. This might be one of the most jokey stories that you might have heard in a while on this app. Now, the person saying they are a university student attending UE. All they go tell me if we continue in the story. Now, university students does be of age. So all they will tell me if we go in and go through the story. It's not that long. It's up to all. Lyman. Alright, let me go through. So we're starting over. Tell us a story about your worst dating experience. Good night, Dappa. This might be one of the most jokey stories you might have ever heard in a while on this app. So let me go. Now to paint the picture, I'm a university student attending UE and I recently met a girl that we will call Delilah. Oh, Delilah. Because with the shit she does do, she fits the name well. A sweet ticky, brown skin, with a bamsi fat like 2 bunk beds. Now she came up to me and talking while we was on campus that day, and I ended up getting her number, which caused us to take a turn into the talking stage over time. It ended up to us constantly texting now. Now the thing with me is, you only have 3 strikes. Once you hit strike 3, I go drop you like a bad habit, and she hit strike 2 in the span of a week. Jesus Christ. Nah. So, I realize whenever she vex with me and thing, she's quick to type on she status about how man is dog and this and that. But as soon as the situation is resolved, she's wanna delete it. The next strike is she telling me how I like her next gal and trying to convince me that I like the girl, which should have been the ending point there. But as I say, the Bamsi fat like two bunk beds. So I still trying to jam. Real. In about 2 tours now, we are about a month in the talking stage. And things start to pick up. It was only until the beach day is when I realized something wrong. Something wrong with this girl. The day before I supposed to go beach with she, I messaged our virgin to ask if he and his girl wanna come to make it a double date scenario. Not knowing he know the girl, and as I tell him it's Delilah I going with, he start one time about oh she's a mad girl and she really like to stalk people and thing and she kinda crazy. Me mind it, I just trying to jam. So guys be with downfall in it. A man will come and let you know what a smallie, but you so wanna jam. Mental blockers on it. You in study with a man now tell you boy she go key your car, she go mash up your place, tell you thing. All you see is that bottom and telling yourself, why it is what it is. So beach day finally come. Me and she getting freaky in the water. Start to get touchy one time. Touching up all kind of things. So as a man saying, well boy, I'm getting you later. I'm getting you for sure. When I reach home and see she message, I ready one time. Start to run at extra daps. In my mind is only start to run at extra daps in my mind and all kind of thing. Only to read the message and it was saying that I was too touchy today and she king wouldn't like it. Who wouldn't like it? She who wouldn't like it? I was like, what king she talking about? She telling me she's single. So I asked and she was, who you talking about? She go look to tell me how she thought she and she man break up. But whole time there was on a she thought the break. This girl is a psycho. This girl is a psycho. This girl is telling you that she was of the belief that she and she man did break up. Whole time there was on a break. So she didn't know that was on a break. The only time she realized that was on a break is when she come back from beach. But these women, boy, dog, boy. She only, look, you really said that. She only found out when she reached home. So I started to get vexed one time and actually so where that man was all the time. Only for she to tell me a pack of shit about he was on a mission because he live in America and he's some big undercover agent working as a software engineer / spy. And he had to go on a personal mission. So I asked myself, what she feel this is John Wick or? So I read in this message and I really don't believe I read it here. Because it not making no kind of sense to me. From that, I decide, boy, no amount of jam in the world, this going to make sense to me. I decide to stay far. I said, all right, cool. She get vexed with me and asked me if I'm mad and then proceed to block my number. The funny part of this is that I ended up scrolling through Instagram and following a random man a few days later, only to see is she in one of his posts. Go on and check the highlights, only to see videos of them being all lovey-dovey during this whole time me and she was talking. Realize and come to realize, I must see was the food man or something. You get take, dog. You get take. You does learn in this life, you know. Sometimes you just only learn by going through it, you know. You just gotta go through it to learn sometimes, you know. You doesn't know. You doesn't know. You telling yourself, boy, how Stuart young each inside I here, boy.
Now, if a man has multiple accounts,
No, but Stuart and Rowley inside I here, boy.
you have 2 phones.
Boy, what going on here, boy? Rowley, that is not your prime minister. That is not your prime minister, Rowley.
That's the prime minister for 5 minutes.
Hey, somebody say Rowley invites Stuart to the party. Yes, we lie him in. Stuart, we lie him in late, eh? I say, you know, we lie him in late. Yeah, you forget your manners, Stuart. You gotta come in here with manners first. Good night, honorable. I can't call you honorable again. I call you Stuart.
No, that is
You
like,
just stick.
What do you mean?
Alright.
A soldier is always a soldier.
Alright. Honorable. What's the scene? Your tenure was real short, my G. I ain't like what they do you. I ain't like what they do you. But I mean, we lie man. I know you ain't got a lime long day, but we we lie man here. Next caller. Worst first jam experience. Good night, Dappa. This story is about a man who begged for the cunt but couldn't live up to the standards at all. But let me call this boy Ryder. Oh, Ryder. Now, Ryder wanted me for years, and we was always on and off, but he always did. Now, he used to want to carry me out and thing. And one day I said, alright, no problem. He said we would just go for cocktails or whatever. We went, and his friends and them there. Everybody there with the woman, everybody drinking, and thing. Next thing I hear is that them going by a pool house. In my mind, me not have no clothes to spend no night or nothing like that. So I don't tell him that I had to go home. He say, small thing. He'll drop me after. Well, I don't know. He wasn't carrying me home, eh? Because I done map out, everybody have the gal, and everybody going by that pool house to bull. I say, you know what? Let me give him a chance. I really didn't jam in a long time, eh? So, you know, a little touch on the cat, get more wet. Richie pool house now, and everybody went in our room, and me and Ryder vibing now. Normal now. We done ready to get it in, eh? Tell me why, when this boy pull out the penis, it's small. And I not even exaggerating. It's small. It could really be about 4 or 3 inches. But it's still thick. So I say, you know what? I'll give him a chance. If it don't turn me off, eh? I don't deal with that. I'm not really into the small community. So that's crazy. Giving them heads now, and he go look to put me in a back shot. And Dappa, he talking about, oh, my thing real tight and break in probably a minute. Me ain't even feel the jam yet. Then he put me to ride, and it couldn't even do that because it's too small and keeps slipping out. When he actually get the memo that, yeah, it's too small, so this man started jockey. No, wait. Nah. Wait. Session going on. Tung. It slip out. Tung. It slip out. You roll over. While they watch each other. It have no way that man started flug it right there, boy. It have no way that man started to flog it right there, boy. It have no way that man started. This man started jockey prick right it. And I just sit down there and watching because I don't care do nothing for you with that size you carry in there. And me like to give heads like that. I end up sleeping there and went in my place the next morning. You know what has killed me, boy? This boy does be feeling like he's the best thing out there and like he could rank on me. If I only say his name, we don't talk again, but I would never try a next small prick again. Anytime I reach in that position to jam a man and the prick small, I just tell them do what. I mean, me vex with you there. Me vex with you there. Me vex with you there. It don't make sense going down in that community when you're not get. But how Kamala reaching here, boy? But what they doing the ministers of this country, boy? On my good life, boy. What they doing the ministers of my country on this good life, boy? You know that everybody quick to clip. And then it's my face. It's my face in this little melee here. But let's stop that now, boy. Let's stop that now, boy. Stop that now, boy.
Influencer says this about Stuart.
Next caller. This long boy. I feel like I read this already, boy. I do feel I read this already. I do feel I read this already. I hope I ain't read this already. Brian are on the inside? Dog, all the real board, boy, dog, boy. All the real board to be creating them thing, boy, dog, boy. You go lie. It's an all-star league. Rowley, Kamala, Stuart, Lara. Alright. Let me go. A time you horn first. Like up the live. Or like up the live. Like up the live. Finno coming in. Like up the live. Kamala. Like up the live. Brian Lara. Like up the live. Stuart Young. Like up the live. Keep Rowley. Like up the live. Like up the live. Right? Next caller. A time you horn first. Good night, DAPPA viewers. Tonight, I'll be telling a story about the time I horn first. So, boom. My man and I was in a little rough patch for a while now. And I was getting bored of father. Basically, going on 2 years now, he not working, and I'm the provider for the majority of things. So, tough. He won't show. I got him whatever he wants. Bought him a PS5. I paying for the dates. Paying for his haircuts. Normal now. I only started to feel away because I was in the exact situation in my last relationship when that person lost their job and I was paying for everything the same way for a few months. And you know, sometimes our girl just wants nice things too and princess treatments too in return. But I really wasn't getting it. So I decided that I wouldn't go looking for attention elsewhere. But if it fell into my lap, I'll take it. It's crazy. It's a premeditate how you're going on. You're telling yourself, I'm not going on message nobody, But If somebody message me, I'll consider it. So fast forward to January of this year, I posted myself on Instagram and got a few DMs, but one person in particular stood out. We'll call him Albert. Oh, Albert. I went through his profile and it was a tall, dark skinned, handsome guy. So I said, Pops. Didn't respond one time. Next thing I know, he unsent the message. I said, whatever, just leave it like that. In March now, I posted another photo and he messaged me again. So I respond this time. We spoke for a while. We spoke for that whole day, which was a Sunday, and got to know each other. Next day, I was on my way to work and he called and told me that he was going to pick me up and drop me to work. So send my location. I did, and I met him in town. Smooth drive to work. After that day, he dropping me to work every morning. And during that time, we getting closer and closer. He would drop lunch for me on work on random days with roses and cute notes. Even offered to give me money to buy new clothes and other stuff that just made a girl feel good again. A Friday, my home girl wanted to go on the avenue to get away. So I said, bet. We took our TTRS down there and went to Tipsy Ibis. I told Albert that I'm there if he wants to lime a little bit. About 2 hours passed, and now I drunk from drinking Hennessy after Hennessy. And I also horny. Albert finally reached. He told me that he parked in one of the side streets, and I told my friend that I coming back. Walked to meet him. For some reason, that Hennessy making Albert look even sweeter. I started kissing him one time. Ended up giving him the gawk double twist cup. Right outside Tipsy Ibis. Right outside Tipsy Ibis there, why? Oh, good. One thing the Avenue so sure and famous for is car flicks being cut in them side streets. The amount of sessions take place in a vehicle in a side street on the Avenue is somebody probably getting jammed all now in a side street on the Avenue. All now, right now, somebody getting jammed on the Avenue. I'm sure about it. So I ended up giving him the gawk double twist combo. He gave me head, and then the how all fellas be getting girl head in vehicles is, anyways. So he gave me head and then fingered me, which was terrible. And then I realized that I was there too long, so I left to go back and meet my friend. Fast forward now. When it was about 2 a.m., I called my boyfriend to pick. No boss off a man head outside Tipsy Ibis and calling your man to pick. I called my boyfriend to pick up me and my friend. He dropped her in town and then dropped me home. I was still horny, so he ended up fingering me in the car and was only asking why I was done so wet, but I ignored the question. Got double finger, you know. You'll get 2 different fingers and she good. Boy, a good boy. When Albert got home, he was only messaging on my phone that I given heads as if I love him and he wants more. I told him that was a one-time thing and to relax a bit. A whole week passed with him only talking about it, which was kind of turning me off because now every conversation started to be something sexual. A Friday, he messaged me and said that he wants to carry me somewhere on our lunchtime. So I was like, cool. I thinking he carry me for food because my belly in my hand. But I see he driving towards the direction that he live in. Albert! Nah. We doing lunchtime, girl? Nah, I feel like I could carry you somewhere nice and cool. I'll pick you up lunchtime. Yeah. Outside the Albert is driving to his house. That saw me one time because I just wanted food. Whole time, I is the food. Reach by him now, and he walked straight into his bedroom and started strip. Lie down on the bed, pantsless, and say, suck it now. Dog, I doesn't know how to believe these stories, boy. Dog, what these fellas doing out here, boy? That ain't even possible. That ain't that dog. You telling me this man pick you up from work on your lunch hour, drive to his house, walk past the couch, ain't even tell you well the rooms them they this my little humble abode. No kind of foreplay, no kind of small talk, no kind of nothing. Strip and telling you suck it. And it's a gas pain in your belly there and you gotta suck it. I bust out one hard tubes. He grabbed me and make me lay down and started kiss me up while saying he wanna get me pregnant. While saying that he wanna get me pregnant and that I'm his own. I lie down on the bed stiff, fully clothed, while he rubbing up his penis against the black pants I had on for about Nah, Albert, nah. Dog, one boy? He rubbing his penis against the black parts that I had on for about 10 minutes, leaving pre-cum all over it, and I wondering if that even feeling good. He begging me for me to touch him and saying that he will break in a minute. I just need to put my mouth real quick. Hey! Dog, it's not even gonna be long, girl. Just put your mouth now. I go break two twos I go breaking, girl. Let's put your mouth on it now. He then proceeded to guide my hand to give him a hand job, whilst he tells me that he does be masturbating off of my pictures in this kind of low, sexy voice. I'm Gil. That's yeah, you know what I mean? I be flogging my mule to your pictures, and really and truly, I catch it to myself when I'm watching you, Gil. Agreed, boy, dog, boy. That is when I dive off the bed. Because what kind of psycho thing is that? He telling me, oh God, girl, you get my blue balls, girl, you can't leave me like this, girl. Dappa, I run out the back door and stand up by the car waiting for him to come out and drop me back to work. The drive back to work was dead silent. I sent him a long paragraph about how he didn't even pay attention to how uncomfortable I was, and I never saw him again because he said that I hurt his feelings. I felt away only because he did all that food buying and flowers thing to get in my pants, and I basically just wasted my... Well, yeah. Wait, just now, I was confused, man. What women really feel the food flowers and the food buying and the flowers buying is for? Friendship?
I just want to spend money.
You feel a man just you wait mean you're wasting your time? But that's what the man was doing it for. And all the while you have a man. Look, I forget this girl. Dog, she telling a story and I thinking Albert is she man. I now remember you have a man, girl. Watch how a little attention does, dog, as a man. This world as a man is one of the hardest things to endure, boy. Especially a man who is going through it. You see a man who had his things and was going on a little trajectory and end up meeting this little bump in the road and end up without a job for how much little months or whatever. The woman cannot stick it through. And I don't mean the men and them who just home doing nothing. You see the men and them who are applying and they still not getting through and they trying and they make a little small little pittance but they can't take the thing. Woman can't stay long with a man who not making. This girl said the man was out of her job for 2 months. 2 months and she was already seeking interest elsewhere. As a man, dog, this is gonna sound off. This is gonna sound off. Oh no, she said it was 2 years. Nah, I ain't get you wrong there. If your man out of work for 2 years, I ain't getting you wrong there. Nah, I ain't rate no man who out of a job for 2 years. Fine, dog. Suck. After the first year of being without a job, suck up your pride, dog. Because it's pride that having a working in the little KFCs or the little groceries or the whatever.
I mean,
or the little taxi or whatever.
All say that's it, but like,
bruh, you cannot be home for 2 years applying for work. That is insanity. That is insanity. For 2 years, not even, dog. I can't say I home here sit down, selling out resumes for 2 years, bruh. That is insanity. Look, so agreed, 2 years he home playing PS5. Not a care in the world. He trying to make money on stream.
I straight probably not even doing that.
No, he not, but I was saying,
like,
he was on folly. You 2 years, no, yeah, I agree with all that. He was too comfortable. I wish he did get through that better. I always be fair. I wish that girl did get a better scenario with that next man. I don't rate no man who home for 2 years doing nothing.
But he was working before.
I don't rate no man who is home for 2 years doing nothing. A man say he home watching DAPPA Talks. Hey.
Is that from me bottom of the page?
Yeah, he watching every single episode. But Gary Griffin go from here now, boy.
Phones, brethren, and thinking on that.
Nah, probably just people who just changing the name and the picture.
But then you have to come off the live. All of them in the room at the same time.
Yeah, it's different people for sure. Yeah, when she went on the avenue, she called she man to pick she up. Look, a man said I suck up my pride and went and do security. No, I could never rate a man who home for 2 years, boy. As an able-bodied man, yes, security. And you build your way, you do your whatever on the side to the thing, you get your funds, you buy a vehicle, you work, you ride on a brethren. Yeah. He comfortably doing TTRS, you know.
What? That making money?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
So if he could go and pick you up on the avenue, ain't you have a vehicle? No, yeah, boy, nah. Yeah, I ain't taking them things, boy.
I also think, also depending on the age, is where sometimes where pride level is be at. So like in the early 20s and in 2 years, you might not have much pride, but then if you feel like you're in your late 30s or whatever, and you're out of job for 2 years, you probably wouldn't want to go KFCs like me, but my age now, like, you know how to come back.
No, alright. So I agree with the KFC and those, we call it fast food establishments, but it have too much works.
Yeah,
it have too much right now
many things
that you could do, boy.
Just to kind of help yourself. You know?
A man say he's making 8.5 as a security now. No.
As well, he precepted. He
Most
firearm.
likely he had to be a precepted officer.
Yeah.
But remember too, you go work your way up to that.
Yeah.
Easy. Men just lazy, boy. Men just lazy. Men just lazy. Men just lazy. Next caller. A relationship scenario that you need advice on. Good night, Dappa and viewers. I submitted our worst first jam experience, and I'd like to let you all know no more birds hunting. I learnt my lesson, and the dog in love. But anyways, let me call my man Omari. Omari and I together 2 years, living together, you know. Honestly, at first, I wanted it done because he really had nothing going on for himself. No work, no money, hanging out with bad company, and I basically was minding him the first year of the relationship and was really the opposite of me. We were young and I really didn't push him as much and thought that he was going through a phase. I told him if he doesn't get his act together that I was leaving. And me personally, I didn't like the idea of minding a man. He got up, got a work. I helped him to get a car and get his money and is up now. The relationship going great, honestly. I working, but I don't need to fuss. This man has take care of me and is not the most glamorous because he's only 22, but he really made a 360 with his life and I love that for him. But Dappa, honestly, I don't know if it's my man or all man. Yes, I simple, but that don't mean every once in a while I wouldn't want a surprise date. Roses, expensive gift or something. Hear me out, right? Though he'd bring home my favorite food when I'm done, if I'm sad or upset, he'd cancel his whole day just to cater to my every need. Cough out a girl face when they disrespect me. Put me first always and does do without just to make sure that I have or eat. I do appreciate it, eh? Don't get me wrong. But my question is, how do I get him to be more romantic? Like, take initiative. For a little bit of context, we were each other's first real relationship and we've known each other since the ages of 15 or 16. And he'd always tell me without pushing him, he'd never reach far because no one was around to guide him along the right path. For people who may think 21 or 22, he minding me was his own choice. I do work, but he does pay for groceries, my Pennywise, lights, Wi-Fi, etc. And I just spoil him and show him I appreciate him and buy him the stuff he needs that he doesn't buy himself when he spends his money on me. People just like to make simple things hard and I doesn't understand. Oh, that's the easiest conversation you would ever have in your life. You try and tell me you could build this man up to the point where he changed his whole life around, but you can have a simple conversation about your wants. You can't simply tell this man, babe, well, I would like if I could do this for me once in a while. I would like if I could. No, don't say she not content. Don't say she not content. What they have going for them right now, going. But she is, dog, we like to downplay people wants and needs. We like to downplay people wants and needs. And all these things could simply be solved with a conversation. It's a simple conversation. You can't be here telling us how easy it is this man for him to do. And then you're afraid to ask him for simple stuff. He would do. He would do. Simple, he would do. Like, you're just telling me he would make sure you do this. He would make sure if you're sick, he canceling you, he all day. Dog, how is that not romantic? It's things you want. It's sounding like it's things you want, eh? Because this, you saying He will bring home your favorite food for you. That's romantic. He would, if you're sad and he upset, he would cancel the whole day to cater to your every need. That is romantic. Put you first. Do it out just to make sure that you have. You want this man to come home with a Birkin or something? You know flowers not expensive. Like if it just simply one flower, I don't feel it's just flowers you want. And if the man living within his means, if you mention that to him, that man will save you money and carry out. And I'm saying this is if it's actually something that you want, something along those simple lines. If you literally just want a nice little date, a nice little rose or whatever, a simple babe. Hey, them say next they're not even trying to hear. They're not even trying to hear you in the chat. You're upsetting the ladies in the chat. Right now the ladies in the chat that single want your man. Right now the ladies who are in the chat right now want your man because you ungrateful. That's what they're telling you. That's what they're saying in the chat right now, eh? Part 2 to the S&N story. What was the S&N story? Who could remember the S&N story? Who did get chlamydia in the last story, boy? What story we talk and it had chlamydia in it? No, not tonight. I don't know if it's last week. We tell our story with chlamydia. Who was S&N, boy? The girl who does bake when she man gets her vex. Master Baker! Hey, Roma, take your flecking time with me, eh? Take your flecking time with me, You're telling you, take your time with me, eh? Master Baker. Well, she come with a little update, guys. She have a little update for us, guys. Part 2 to the S&N story. Good evening, Dappa and the Dappa Talks family. Hope everybody good and nice. Just a little update. First, I should say that I did get treated and retested for the chlamydia. I paid for the medication and for the retest. Secondly, I broke up with S over the phone the day after I sent the story. Thank God I decided to get some sense. On to the update. I broke up with S because I realized he doesn't actually care at all about me. After telling him about the HPV, he said, "I know, girl, that could go away on its own." Well, I don't know him to get no degree in medicine, so I don't know where he had that. When I sent the breakup text, I sent a good paragraph explaining everything and why we were breaking up. You know the dog just replied, "Normal, huh?" You know how crazy this was to send that long message and that man just replied normal? He didn't care at all. And I said that since the last story. That man don't care at all. I just ended up blocking that man on everything. Also, I had to do over the HPV test 3 times because it came out of the lab that I went for had mixed up my sample with another person's. So the previous result wasn't mine. Each test I took after came back negative, so I praise God for that for real. Anyways, I finally tell N the full story about everything. Explain the chlamydia and the HPV story and thought that N would have been turned off or stopped talking to me But he just said that that's okay and that I should get treated and get a test for the cure. He then told me about some some story about S, and that he saw S jamming a girl in a fet bathroom last year, August. And he told me the exact date. All that time, me and S was still in a relationship and having sex. So I guess I know now he was actually, look, we been knew he was holding it. We been knew he was holding it. I was already in the process of that anyways, and went and buy the azithromycin and started, taking proper things. And started taking it. And decided to repay me for the money spent. And is a good fella, by the way. And is a good fella. And have nothing really to do about this, but and is making sure he pay for certain things for you. Nah, boy, and is a great fella. And decided to repay me for the money and that I spent on the meds, and also paid for the test for the cure for the other HPV tests while taking me and staying with me to do these tests. And believes in fate and that everything happens, and is a mad fucking guy. And that everything happens for a reason. He told me that he actually met me last year after he was staying away from relationships and I caught his eye, but he wanted to come up to me, and S came up to me and was all over me, so he stepped back. We had now met each other again this year, and he counts it as fate. After all this, N and I realized that we like each other, but I told him that I'm not ready for a relationship, especially at this time, and N said that he's cool with it. We went on a lot more dates, and N always plans. Dog, N seeing his wife and you, you know. And I don't know, I don't know material, but wow. And buying me gifts just for buying me gifts' sake. And I mean expensive things like Coach, Goyard, Fenty Beauty, just to name a few. And I will be telling N that it's not necessary for all of this, but he just says that he wants to spoil me. N works as a lawyer for a popular law firm, so he has a good amount of change. Please note, N and I never jam, eh? We never did anything but kiss. I don't know if he doing it out of the goodness of his heart or what, but I'm still very skeptical. Oh God. And dog, the end goal is always sex. The end goal is always sex. Whether or not we want long-term sex or short-term sex, the end goal is always sex. Let me be real now, boy. And it's very good. That is all. It just how to figure out, you know. Whether or not the man want long-term sex or short-term sex. That is the only thing it's how to figure out. The man wants sex. Jump high, jump low is sex he wants. And it's very good to me. Way better than S. Duh. Even my parents like him, and they are allowing me to go places with him, stay over by his house, and him come over by us. Ed and I are supposed to be going to St. Martin in May for 2 weeks with the approval of with the approval of my parents. For this trip, N gave me his debit card and told me to get anything I want, such as clothes, shoes, or jewelry, and he didn't even give me a budget. I did buy some stuff for me, but I mostly used the card to buy stuff for him, or toiletries, which got him vexed. He then took me to different stores and bought me everything that I looked on. As I'm typing this, N is lying right next to me, reading and telling me what details I should put in to make the story more interesting. That's a little update. It might not be much, but I take my relationship with S as a learning experience. Anyways, listen to your parents, folks. I agree. Listen to your I agree. And as I always say, well, it does have to make the Lord take all the truth for us to get through. But like, I'm pretty sure God does be up there saying, dog, what again I had to do to make this girl understand that this, like, oh, go on. Look at the nice little, look at how you're flourishing now. And as you see all the line down next to each other, writing that story. What you done, bull? Let's ask it. I just feel like, with all that, and deserve some pussy. That is me. I just feel like it's about time you give N the hands. All this little hug up on nice story. You come to tell me, pell the cat tonight. Pell no. As you come off the live, get N some cat.
Spend thousands.
Look,
Spend thousands.
N deserve that cat tonight. As you come off the, you know, that's the time. What did you we say in reply?
You see, no, we copy it.
From some carbon?
But that was not a valid response. I didn't feel shaken up to go down.
I cool. Yeah, nah, and no, even if being real with you, even if you're on the live tonight, even if you and already jamming, give him some extra nanny tonight. Like an extra nanny. Like put more effort into it tonight. Let he just lie down there and you do all the work. Tonight, let N just die all. Let N just rock back there. Let N just rock back and cut your flick now, boy. And need that, and no, look, I feel like and deserve a little slow. A little. Let's put it on him. No, put it on him, put it on him. Put it on him tonight. Let me look up at you now, boy. Yeah. And I watch it loving the eye tonight, girl. He deserve it, boy. He deserve it, boy. That man deserve it, boy. Hey. Oi. Nah, he deserve it. He deserve it. But girl, there one more. My girl, there one more. As I know, it's on live next week. I won't be in the country. Don't look out for no live next week, Thursday. Love all you. I don't know when it's going to be the next live, because when I come back, we go into the live show. Right? So, if you don't have a ticket for the live show, get your tickets now on Island E. There are no more physical tickets. If you do get physical tickets, you had a message like Dick and Aaron. They probably have little 1-2 remaining. Late bird tickets is on Island E. 150 females, 175 males, and you're paying more by the door. That's all I would say. Tyler, you're slow. If I'm not in the country, why are you going to do the Wednesday if I can't do the Thursday? Catch up now. Right, so nah, it's not after that tonight. Nah. Worst first jam experience. Good night, Appan viewers. We will call this boy Robin. Me and Robin been talking for like 5 months, right? And me and my friends decide we going in the mall And Robin called me and said he coming to pick me up to go by his house. I say yes because I want to see my man. Anyways, he come and pick me up in the mall and we went by him. First red flag I should have taken was that the house was a mess. But I ain't take it on now, boy. So I go on and shower because I want to be fresh now, boy. Mind you, Dappa, his brother in the living room while I bathing, eh? So boom now, I go on back in his room and we just rock back on the bed. And just so, I end up on top of him. And he started kiss up my neck and thing. And just so, I started give he heads. Boom flick. My clothes disappear. He clothes vanish. And Dappa, on calls, Robin was hyping up his tool and telling me that it big and how I ain't already fit. So I excited for this steam. When I tell you this 1mm defeater, hey, don't kill me here, boy. Now, size don't matter for me, you know. But don't hype up yourself knowing you're short. Oh, come now, man. Still giving him a chance because this is my first time. Robin immediately put his tool in me. Not even a feel up. Nothing. He just reciting. Second red flag. That is the second red flag? That is the second red flag? Alright, eh? He just reciting. Second red flag. He ain't know what hole to put it in, and I had to guide him, you know. When he finally put it in, I ain't even feeling nothing, but I had to make a little noise just to make him feel happy now. And that, like, make him feel like he's a beast. We doing all kind of position, eh? But me ain't feeling nothing. When we went into our backers, Robin tool couldn't even reach. He still feel it inside and he going hammer. Mind you, I just lie down there normal while he doing that. And like, he was excited because he switching position after every 10 seconds. Dog, Robin watching too much of movies. Robin watching too much of, you switching position every 10 seconds, boy. So I wrap up and pack it up because with the ass. I go on and bathe, putting on my clothes, and he dropped me back to the mall. My friends asking me how it was, and boy, I had all had to hype him up because my friends would have laughed in his face if I tell them that the tool short and where you good girl. I know girls, yeah, they're selling out instantaneously. I reach home now and Bridget hyping up himself as if he put on a good work, eh? And had the audacity to tell me that my eyes was rolling to the back of eyes was rolling to the back of her head, but wasn't for what you think. In the middle of the jam, I watched him like if he even paid it in. Long story short, 2 months after that, I had to ghost. You good, girl? You good? I know real people not even staying that long in a relationship. I know real people not even staying that long in a relationship. That is crazy. And to protect him from your friends, rate you. I rate you. Ole. Love Ole, you know. Love Ole. I can't wait to see Ole next Saturday. Right? I can't wait to see Ole next Saturday. I promise Ole going to leave with things. Like, it's not going to be one of them live shows. Dog, I'm going to try that everybody gets something. I'm going to try for everybody to get something. We're going to have punching specials like that. We're going on. Yeah, no. Come to laugh for the belly full and come to party. Come to laugh for the belly full and come to party. And when I say come to party, come to enjoy life. Come to enjoy life. Like, for real. No kicks. I feel like this is gonna be one of them ones. Like, we're going on mash up spas. Both we're gonna mash up spas. So Anyways, love all, yeah. Every single time. More life, more love, more everything. This is real. This is raw.